Hello everyone, welcome to PW OnlyIAS. So today was the first paper 1 of UPSC CSE Mains 2025. So today we had our essay paper and we have got those essays with us now. We are going to look at it, that what kind of essays were asked this year, and then we'll try to compare it with previous years. So let's move forward. So when we came across essays today, we saw that they were more of a philosophical in nature. If we look at previous year patterns of essays, we see that in 2018 the weightage of ethics and philosophical dimension was around 5 topics. There was no weightage of historical essay. There was one essay which was related to economics, environment and science, one essay which was related to polity, IR and security, and one essay which was related to society and social justice. When it comes to 2019, guys, in the year 2019 we had seen that there were 3 essays which were related to philosophical theme, no essay on historical theme, one essay was related to environmental theme, there was another 2 essays which were related to polity, IR and security, and 2 essays related to society and social justice. In 2020 we had seen that the weightage of ethics and philosophical themes essay that remained high. It was 4 in number. There was no essay topic related to history, but at the same time in this year there was no historical dimension, there was no essay theme related to environment, economics or science. But then you would see that polity, IR and security, they had 2 themes, and society, social justice, they had 2 themes. So at abstract level, and this theme continues as thereby in 2020, 2021, 2022, 23 and subsequently 2024, we see that the weightage of ethical and philosophical topics, they remain high. Ji ha, what am I saying is that the ethical and philosophical theme beneath the essay, the weightage of that remains high. We see that 2020 it was 4, 2021 it was 5, 2022 it was 5, 2023 consistently 5. So consistently 5 to 6 essays has been asked on philosophical and ethical dimension. Now we are going to analyze this year's paper and we'll try to see how much weightage of ethical topics or philosophical topics was there. At the same time, we see that social justice and society, this is also a theme which has been dominantly present, although not at the greater weightage, but dominantly present in your essay topics that has been asked by UPSC in UPSC Civil Services Examination, Mains examinations. So in 2018 we had seen that society and social justice, there was one essay theme asked on it. In 2019 there were 2 essay themes which were asked. In 2020 there was 3 essay themes which were asked from society and social justice theme. And although in between 2021 and 2022 did not see any essay topics on social justice and society topic, but in 2023 and 2024 we see that 3 and respectively 1 essay theme was based on society and social justice. So we'll look at all of this. Now it's the Yaksh Prashna over here is that what are the weightage of essay topics in terms of subject distribution this year, and let's have a first reaction. Let's look at that how this year's essay paper, what kind of questions has been asked. Okay, so before I proceed, I would like to tell you that PW OnlyIAS has come up with UPSC Mains 2025 simulator test. Although now we are already into mains examination, but those of you who want to prepare for 2026 examination, for you guys also we will be coming up with such tests. So if you want, you can connect to us and you can get into that. Likewise, we offer foundation course. We have 1-year foundation course in both English and English language. In English language we offer Prahar batches. In Hindi language also we offer in Prahar batches, and 1-year foundation course in English batch is known as Titan batch. So we offer all 3 of these batches or in all these 3 linguistic mode, and the cost for this course is 9,999. Right now you have got discount on this. So if you are interested in preparation for civil services and you want to join our foundation course, you can please do it. Also, I would like you people to understand, I will like to inform you guys that our foundation course also consists preparation for essay as well as CSAT. So you don't need to explicitly invest in essay courses. It within our foundation course, essay course and CSAT course both is subsumed, and I am quite hopeful that many of our students they have benefited from our essay course, your essay lectures, which is taken care in the foundation courses. We have got one of the best faculties, and they take you through the themes of essay, they teach you strategies, and through which you are able to score good marks in UPSC mains. So I hope if you're interested, you can join this batch. If you want to join a 2 years batch, if instead of 2026 you're planning to write your first attempt in 2027, in that case we have certain batches for you. You can join Sankalp batch, which is present in both English linguistic medium as well as Hindi linguistic medium. Apart from that, this 2-year Sankalp course for English medium is offered under the name of Pinnacle. So remember, the Prahar batch is for English and Hindi medium student for 1 year students. But if you are a 1 year student for English medium, then you join Titan batch. Likewise, if you want to join the 2-year foundation course, then you can join Pinnacle batch. Coming to the 3-year program, our very famous Prarambh program. Yes, if you are an aspirant who wants to be sincere in your preparation for civil services examinations, post your 12th examination, during your graduation course also, you want to be committed and you want to be guided for UPSC civil services examination. In that case, you can join Prarambh batch, which is a 3-year course. So those who are planning to write in 2028, please join Prarambh batch. It is going to ensure that your preparation is holistic and effective. We have rationalized the course in 3 years. We have ensured that you have a comprehensive and holistic preparation for that. So how do you go for it? Prarambh batch is available both in English and Hindi. So all those college students who are in graduation can go for this batch, and those who are planning to write in 2028. Now this batch can be purchased. It is for 3 years. So it can be purchased at 31,999, not for 1 or 2 year, but for comprehensive preparation of 3 years. Similarly, likewise, the Sankalp batch, which is a 2-year batch, if you want to purchase this, if you would want to enroll in this, then you can enroll in it. The course fee is 13,499. This was about the foundation courses that we offer at our end. Now let us move forward. And I just want you guys to know that PW OnlyIAS is committed to ensure that your preparation is comprehensive, right? Including when we ensure that you prepare for your civil services examination, then mains examination is one of the important, landmarks which you need to conquer in order to appear in the personality tests or the interview tier of the examination. For that, what you need to do? For that, you need to ensure that your writing skills are equally good, along with the consolidation of content or knowledge related to the content that you have developed during your foundation course. For that, we guide you mentorship programs and answer writing programs. So PW OnlyIAS offers a Srijan program for prelims as well as mains for those students who are aiming 2026 examination. So our target year is 2026. This is a Srijan repeaters batch, and we have created this holistic Srijan batch targeting all 3 tier of examination, which is prelims, mains and interview. And it the course fee is 9,999. So if you want to join it, please, you can do it. It is available in all 3, English as well as in Hindi medium. Clear? Done? Now let us move towards analyzing today's paper. Right? So this is the essay paper that we have come across, and now let us look at the topics of essay that we have had this year. So the first topic which has been asked, now I hope that you guys are aware about the format of essay paper. So the essay paper is divided into two sections, section A and section B. Each section has 4 topics. From each section, you are supposed to write one essay topic. So you will have 3 hours for writing 2 essay topics. One essay shall be chosen from the 4 topics offered by UPSC from section A. Likewise, one essay you pick from section B, and you have to in total write 2 essay topics within 3 hours. Clear? I hope this is clear to you guys. So section A, there are 4 topics which has been asked. Section B also, there are 4 topics which has been asked. Now let us try to see what kind of topics has been asked. So the first topic that you see this here, truth knows no color. The topic is truth knows no color. What does this mean? Now this kind of topic, what is the nature of this topic? This is a philosophical topic. This is what? A philosophical topic. Okay? And you can get some content from ethics also for this. Now this is an assertive statement. That means a statement has been made. Okay? Which is a given condition that truth knows no color. Now, how do you approach this essay, or what is the nature of this essay? So basically, you have to write argumentative and persuasive essay. Persuasive essay. You can have the anecdotal tone in the introduction of this essay. When we talk about argumentative essay, that means that this is a topic sentence, and to justify this topic sentence, you have to present arguments in different paragraphs, and examples and stories can be used to convince this. So from our cultural stories, from our history books, you can, and from our philosophical knowledge, which you learn in ethics lectures, you can draw a lot of content to answer this essay. The other tone that I spoke about this essay is that this essay is persuasive in nature. What does this mean, guys? When I say that this essay is persuasive in nature, that means while writing the essay, you have to ensure that you are persuading reader to this topic sentence. So you have to confirm to this topic sentence in each paragraph. That shall be tone of your essay. Clear? So if you have written truth knows no color, that means that each paragraph or each anecdotes that you are using in your essay, they are conforming to this topic. You can use multiple quotations that conform to the top given topic. So the first essay that we see, it is philosophical in nature. Likewise, we come to the second essay. Now second essay says the supreme art of war is to subdue the energy without fighting. Now it is extremely interesting topic. Many of you may figure out at the first go, if you develop, if you conduct a superficial level of observation of this topic, you may realize that this is a topic related to military strategy. But no, you are wrong in that case. Understand, there are many nuances and feather associated with this given topic. You have to look at the underlying reality and meaning associated with this topic. The topic, which is the supreme art of war, is to subdue the enemy without fighting. This will require you to look into strategies which may confirm the topic sentence with the beyond military strategies. Can it be used for business strategies? Yes. Can it be used for strategies of international relations? Yes. So what do you understand by this? Although philosophical in tone, this essay will draw comprehensive content from each of your subjects like IR, from history, because you can write this essay on temporal scale, and then you have to open multiple sectors. The supreme art of war is subdue the enemy without fighting. That means that you defeat your enemy without confrontation, without fighting. Can it be used for international relations? Can you use a lot of anecdotes on that? Recently you see some events. What shall be India's strategy to the tariff war? You can, reflect, you can accommodate all these topics into this essay as well. Likewise, business strategy. Likewise, environmental challenge. What shall be the strategy for that? ठीक है. So we understand that although it sounds philosophical in nature, but you do not restrict your pursuit to ethical materials for this essay topic. You can use knowledge of history, you can use knowledge of society, you can use knowledge of polity and IR for this topic. Clear? Let's move forward. The third essay that we come across is thought finds a world and creates one also. Now, this is an assertive statement. However, when you write an essay for this topic, you should be critical in your tone. Okay? Why? Because, between thoughts and material actions, there has consistently been philosophical debate over, or between idealism and material implementation of those ideas. So when there is this statement that thought finds a world and creates one also, you can relate it to I'm sorry. You can relate it to George Wilhelm Hegel's popular statement that real is rational and rational is real, and UPSC has asked that essay once in previous year. Now what you need to do, this theme is similar to that theme, that thoughts finds a world and creates one also. And George Wilhelm Hegel's the famous quotation, real is rational and rational is real. So whatever you see in existence in reality is a result of rational idea and thought, and whatever rational idea one holds will manifest in reality. Similarly, in this topic you have to talk about how the thoughts, the ideas that we develop in our social world through the discourse of interaction with knowledge, through interaction and experiences in a society or a specific culture, and then you will try to see how it gets manifested in real world, how it comes into concrete existence. That is the actual necessity of this topic. So over here, what are you going to do? Over here, in your tone of essay should be again argumentative. It should be argumentative, but at the same time the structure over here will be critical. That means that you will critically analyze this essay statement. You will first write points to persuade and confirm to this topic, but then you will critically analyze and you will discuss, you will write those nuanced arguments which is against this idea that thought finds a world and creates one also. You talk about at times how it is not thoughts and ideas, it is the material condition which shapes the reality of society and the reality of world. So there are a lot of counter arguments. So this topic gets benefit from ethics, philosophy, society, sociology, social justice, and to certain extent you can also use knowledge of science and tech. You can to substantiate your arguments. You can also use knowledge of IR to substantiate your argument, and you have to write such an essay on a temporal scale. When you are doing critical evaluation, you should write it on temporal scale. So some content you will get from history as well for this topic. Done. Next, best lessons are learned through bitter experiences. Now, for this philosophical topic, you need to write what kind of essay? For this philosophical topic, you need to write persuasive essay. That shall be the tone of your essay. Okay? So what does this particular essay topic requires you to do? This requires you to come up with such statements or arguments which will confirm that the best way of learning or the best preaching or teaching is through hardships, the bitter experiences. That means that the bitter experiences, the hardships that we face in our life, that leaves a deep mark on us, and that teaches us many things. Now that in itself is a very philosophical topic. So this is philosophical in nature. Now you could use a lot of historical as well as cultural examples. You can use a lot of quotations for this as well. But at the same time, you also have to, before conclusion, in the pre-conclusive analysis for this essay should be critical in nature. What does this mean? When I talk about pre-conclusive analysis of this essay being critical in nature, that means that you have to look at this statement and then try to identify, are always the difficult circumstances and bitter experiences teaching us something, or sometimes it is also depriving us of opportunity? Yes. So basically you are becoming sociological in your analysis when it comes to that pre-conclusive analysis, where you'll talk about how difficult circumstances of poor people has led to development of culture of poverty, and instead of teaching them something valuable is inculcating the subculture of poverty within them, which results into accommodation of such values which further perpetuates poverty in them, such as there'll be death of aspirations among them, then they'll be over reproducing because they accommodate a value and perception that more number of hands results into more number of earning, but they don't understand that more number of hands will require more number of investment in upbringing those children, consequently resulting into intergenerational poverty. Likewise, you can also talk about how retreatist behavior develops in them due to death of aspirations. They'll try to find happiness within the existing context, so they may incline towards alcoholism or drugs addiction, at times even crimes. So in that case, you would see that these bitter experiences that poor people are having is not giving them valuable teaching. They must have learned something, but is it best in that case? You can't say that. So that is why pre-conclusive analysis should be critical in nature. So this was analysis of first 4 essays, where we can say that largely they are philosophical in nature, but some of the essay are taking can receive some content, can draw some content from knowledge of society, sociology, from knowledge of history especially for anecdotes and examples, and then you can also use knowledge for other subjects, such as you can use some knowledge of IR, some knowledge of polity or science and tech here and there, especially when it comes to thought finds a world and creates one also. यहाँ पे you can use IR का, ये science and tech का भी example, you can use AI का भी बहुत अच्छा example, ठीक है, to counter it. Clear? So let's move forward now. Section B also has 4 topics. Now let us look at the topics. The first topic is muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone. What is the first topic? The first topic is that muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone. So how do we approach this essay? We have to understand that. What does this essay topic means? What do we understand? What is the nature of muddy water? First, you should be clear with it. So in your introduction, you can use an anecdote, or you can just start by emphasizing on how muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone. That means how something which is dirty should not be engaged with, rather there is distance that shall be maintained. Now what shall be the tone of this essay? Once again, critical. Major portion of your essay should be written with persuasive tone. Major portion of your essay should be written in persuasive tone. Okay, but at the same time you have to ensure in your pre-conclusive analysis you do some bit of critical analysis. How do you do it? You present arguments for the problems, the social problems which are existent in our society or in our personal lives as well. If we isolate ourselves from it totally, if we distance ourselves from it totally, we will never be able to resolve it from the root cause. At times it is important, if we come across certain problems, it becomes essential that we troubleshoot them. You can also use examples such as explanation given by Thomas Kuhn for Crisis of Science, where he argues that scientific developments, it occurs in phases. The first phase is phase of normal science, where those elements which science is able to understand and explain, that is considered as true body of knowledge. Those which is unexplainable is ignored as loopholes और as anomalies. So ये क्या है, मेडी वाटर की तरह हो गया कि जो समझ में नहीं आया, जो प्रॉब्लमैटिक लगा, उसको एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया. We didn't explain it. However, in the long run, what happens when a lot of anomalies are accumulated, explanations is not furthered. As a result, crisis of science comes. We had seen कि Newtonian physics में same चीज हुआ था. When the crisis arrived, it was countered later when we tried and resolved these difficult questions, difficult problems of science. Only then paradigm shift in knowledge had occurred. So Einsteinian physics goes and overcomes the anomalies or loopholes of the Newtonian physics, and after that scientific knowledge grew. Paradigm shift occurred. Likewise, several times putting your hands in the dirt to clean it becomes essential for you. So pre-conclusive analysis में counter tone आपको लिखना चाहिए. But most of the time it is going to be, in fact, not just pre-conclusive analysis. The other way of writing this essay is that in each paragraph you can maintain the tone, where first few, or see, you can go two ways. You will pose a question related to this essay from one sector. One sector means same theme can be applied for politics, same theme can be applied for environment, same thing can be applied for economy. So you pose a question. Now first paragraph regarding that say political question should be confirming to this statement, and second paragraph should be rejecting and giving the counter perspective to this theme. So that could also be another way of structuring that method, this essay. In fact, I would suggest you that will be more effective way, because it will be engaging for the reader, because you have continuously held the reader's attention with the questions and the counter answerings. Clear? So that could be one approach. Moving forward, sixth topic. The years teach much which the days never know. Again, a philosophical topic, at least at the first go. Superficially, it looks like it's a philosophical topic. What does it talk about? It talks about the years teach much, मतलब experiences teach us a lot. ठीक है? Experiences teach us a lot of things which we don't even know in contemporary times. Have you ever thought that, somehow using fire is not a difficult task for us today? Have you ever thought, why is it so? Because through cultural means that has been transmitted to us, right? So it is the experience which has been accumulated and transmitted to us over the generation, which has resulted into our life being better from our ancestors. And you have to also understand, there are many solutions to problems that we are not able to answer today, and the answers lies in our strong cultural heritage. For example, tribal medicinal discoveries, or rise of Ayurveda, or solutions of diseases through yoga. Many, today you see that in contemporary times, due to the nature of work, many young people, they are suffering from slip disc. Now, those, instead of getting relief from those people, instead of getting relief from surgery, they are getting relief from yoga. So that means your traditional knowledge is solving an issue which you don't even know, right? So all those kind of examples could be used. You can use scientific examples for this. You can use historical example for this. You can use philosophical quotations and elaborate philosophical ideas and elaborate on this. You can use sociological arguments on this. Therefore, this is a topic, although sounds philosophical in nature, but will have content from other subjects as well. Question, seventh topic. It is best to see life as a journey, not as a destination. It is best to see life as a journey, not as a destination. Now, has UPSC asked similar topic of essay in previous few years? Yes, I have been vocal to my students that UPSC is more interested in journey than the goal. If we look at previous year questions also, one of the questions, this 2024 or 2025, somewhere it was related to this. This is 2024. Okay. Okay, so maybe 2023. So focus on the journey instead of goal has been another popular theme which UPSC has been interested in. ठीक है? This is 2025 people na. So this seventh topic is similar to that, which talks about it is the best to see life as a journey and not as a destination. So if you are a sincere UPSC aspirant, you would have definitely written this essay theme. Why? Because you have seen a consistent recurring theme. Simplicity, focus on journey, not on the goal, enjoyment of the journey. This has been a recurrent theme which for essay by UPSC. Therefore, I am sure that our students would have prepared this theme. Therefore, you should definitely write on this and highlight the importance of journey rather than the destination. Journey itself shall be the goal, because journey is what teaches you and transforms you. If you focus on the process, results are just outcome. Now, you can use many anecdotes. For example, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, he brought this culture in cricket. He used to speak in, the presentation ceremonies post matches, where he said we are focusing on the process, the systems, and results are going to be the outcome. When we look at any business systems, we see each business systems or startups that we see today, they create an efficient systems. Successful results are only the outcomes. So it is the journey which shall be the real focus, which is the matter of real value. So the approach persuasive, you have to persuade the reader through arguments substantiating this topic sentence, conforming to this topic sentence. So core argument, and then once you have said the hook, the essay should be of the structural division should be of what nature? It should be of sectoral nature. So I can vouch for this, that in this year's essay, this is the easiest topic. This is the easiest one. Okay. Last but not least, contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial wealth. Again, philosophical in nature. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. What is this? Is it a recurring theme? Yes, even it is a recurring theme. If you look at the essays asked by UPSC on simplicity, on sophistication, on minimalism, has the essay been asked in previous years? Yes, they have been asked. So this is again an easy essay, but since both of these topics are in paper, are in section B, you can either write topic number 7 or write topic number 8. If this topic would have been in section A, then it would have been cakewalk for you, as most of you students would have chosen these two topics. Okay, so now this is again a favorite theme of UPSC, which has been recurring around question paper. You have consistently seen where UPSC asked on this, dialectics of simplicity, value of simplicity ahead of sophistication, value of minimalism ahead of extravagance, right? So this topic is related to that. Is it an easy one? Yes, very easy. You have to write points which highlight how contentment, it is a natural wealth, it keeps you more secure, how luxury can result into poverty. You can reflect on capitalism. Now this draws this topic, it will draw a lot from philosophy, ethics, as well as sociology. Lot of knowledge can be used from these three aspects. So easy content, you can substantiate through historical occurrences, you can discuss contemporary phenomena in technological sector, in economic sector, in political sector, and try to substantiate. You can use a lot of arguments to substantiate the topic sentence. So if we look at the whole essay, we see that essay choices, if you make some choices, they are philosophical in tone. So this year I can say that all 8 questions has philosophical tone. 2 questions will have some historical tone as well. Science, in 2 essays we can use science and scientific knowledge. In 2 essays we can use knowledge from IR, and you can say that 3 to 4 essays are from sociological nature. But largely each of the topic are philosophical in nature. Remember that. And that is why your ethics class and the teaching that your ethics faculty provides you becomes extremely important. I am sure you students of Amit sir, or you guys who are student of Kapil sir, or you guys who are student of Atul Garg sir, you would have done extremely well in your essay. Those who are preparing for next year, don't worry. You have enough guidance available at PW OnlyIAS, which will ensure that navigating these kind of essay topics becomes a cakewalk for you. Okay? So my final conclusion and final reaction on the essay topic which has come this year. Philosophical in nature, although abstract, surfacially these topics appear to be abstract, but they can be written concretely through concrete evidences. I don't think identifying content for these topic is going to be much of a problem. Yes, one has to be clear in thought of what shall be approach for each of these topics. So instead of reacting to an essay, you have to just think for some time. Try to identify what shall be the structure, what shall be the tone of your presentation of the content, and then start writing answer. So yes, you'll have to be thoughtful. You will have to be awakened person while you write essay, these kind of essays. And then another game is choice of the essay topic. So I am sure that for section B, choice of essay topic is quite easy, because question number 7 and question number 8 is on recurring theme. Now when it comes to question in section A, either best lessons learned through bitter experiences, this could be an easy choice. Why? Because you will have a lot of concrete evidences, and at the same time you can do critical analysis. Or you can write a multi-sectoral answer if you write an essay on supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting, because it will allow you a lot of scope to identify content in different sectors, economic sector, business strategy, military strategy, everywhere. On the other hand, this topic, truth knows no color, might appear simple. But the problem with such abstract topic is that sometimes logical coherence while presenting your content shall not be maintained. You may lose it. You may go out of context while expanding your content. So that risk may be there. And then you may not be doing contextual writing, or you may not be doing precise writing. So instead of choosing such kind of all-encompassing abstract topics, you should choose a more concrete one. So choice of topic number 2 and topic number 4 in section A would have been better or easier. Overall, you have to write only one essay from each themes. So essay, what do we conclude? What kind of essay we had this time? Easy. But then you need a lot of clarity in your thought. Difficulty level, average. Because comprehension and structuring and tone becomes very important. Clarity, most of the topics would have clarity. Subject orientation, philosophy, ethics, they had major dominance. Apart from that, knowledge about society, that means sociological knowledge, to certain extent knowledge about IR, and some essays will always draw from history whenever you write on temporal scale. So history, science and tech, they also contribute, but large contribution of philosophy, how philosophical you are in presenting your content. है clarity, most of the topics had clarity, so I would say on terms of clarity the paper is easy. However, there are few themes which are abstract in nature, but overall a great paper, and you can easily score 130 140 plus in such an essay if you have structured your essay appropriately, and if you have maintained logical coherence in your essay, if you have stuck to the topic sentence and addressed the contextual demand of the question, and last but not least, if you have maintained the righteous tone as per the demand of the essay topic. ठीक है? So this was my first reaction to the essay topic today. Please connect with us in the evening. In the evening we'll be discussing the whole essay paper in detail. ठीक है? So I hope you guys connect to us, PW, OnlyIAS, UPSC. So we are discussing this in English. We'll be doing this on English channel as well. So those of you who are audience of our English, who are the students preparing in English and like to watch our English channel, you can also please come and join us in the evening. And those who follow us on English channel, you can also do so. ठीक है? So I hope you guys understand the importance of essay paper now. I hope that you guys learn from these themes that you have seen and prepare your essay accordingly for 2026. I wish you all the best. I guide you guys to be more objective while you write your essay, so that you pass this examination with flying colors. That's all from my end. I may see you in the evening. Thank you guys. Have a nice day. Take care and God bless you, and Jai Hind.